Hi friends, welcome to Kirsten Nielsen Yoga. I'm Kirsten and today I'll be teaching you a very quick, gentle flow to open up your shoulders, release your neck, and a little bit for your hips as well. So it's just going to be a very short practice today. You won't need any props, but of course if you would like a block or 2 blocks to support you, you can grab them now. And if you are wanting a little bit more of a spicier vinyasa flow practice, then you can click on this video instead. Enjoy! So we're going to start in a tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And just first, gentle rocks from side to side, just noticing how the low back's feeling, side body feeling, noticing how your shoulders are feeling. And then keeping the right hand grounded, send the left arm up towards the sky and take an inhale. And then thread the left arm under and through. So the left shoulder is going to come down, left ear down. Just do a little tap and then back up, breathe in. And then thread it through on the breath out. Press off through the right hand, back up, inhale. Then thread it through on the exhale. Then back up, breathe in. Releasing the left hand down on the breath out. So just getting a little bit more free through the mid to upper back. Press down into the left palm, send the right arm up on the inhale. And then thread the right arm under and through. So right shoulder comes down, just a light tap. And then back up, breathe in. Thread it through on the breath out. Back up, inhale. Thread it through on the exhale. Back up, breathe in. Lower the right hand down on the breath out. Now keep the left palm exactly as it is, but take the right hand this time over towards the left corner of the mat. Take an in-breath, and then move the sit bones back to the heels, but don't let the elbows touch the mat. Press down into the palms, and then gently round the upper back so you're hollowing out through the armpits. So you want to be finding length from the right hand all the way to the right sit bone. And just breathing into that side body. And not only are we opening the side body, but we're also finding even more opening through the right shoulder. And then back to center, breathe in. Switch it, ground the right hand down, take the left hand over to the left corner, breathing in. Sit bones back, don't let the elbows touch the mat, but you can allow the forehead to drop down. So imagine like someone has a hold of your hips and they're pulling your hips back. At the same time, keep a subtle rounding of the upper back. So the left armpit is moving away from the mat. And then press it down into the right hand, slide the left hand back in, and then just rolling the shoulders a couple times. And this time bringing the knees together, feet together. Now you choose, you can keep the toes tucked under as you bring the bum back towards the heels. Or you can release the tops of the feet down. So with the toes tucked under, you're just stretching out through the fascia of the feet even more. Keep the inner thighs squeezing in, bum back towards the heels. Extend your right arm out towards the right, point the thumb down, and then bend the elbow, work the forearm behind the back if you can. See if you can nuzzle your hand right up between the shoulder blades, and then your left hand goes out to the left. Take an inhale up the spine all the way to the crown. And as you exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Now as you hold here, press your right forearm forwards against the mid-back or upper back, and then lean back against the forearm, bring the elbow out a little wider. And you might stay here and hold, or the chin might just go in towards the chest and then out more towards the left. If your toes are tucked under, you're going to be feeling your feet right now. So if you need to, you can always release the tops of the feet down. Just exploring the right side of the neck. And then back to center on the inhale. Gently sliding the right forearm down the back to slowly release the right arm. And then we switch it. So left arm out to the left, point the thumb down, bend the elbow, work the forearm behind the back. Reaching the right fingertips down, take an in breath all the way up the spine. And then lowering your right ear to the right shoulder on the out breath. Again, just pressing that left forearm forwards. Resist, so there's just a subtle leaning back. Left elbow is a little wider. And then maybe stay or just exploring just different points of the neck. And back to center, breathe in. Gently, gently releasing that left arm, slow. Roll the shoulders a couple times. Now, moving the hips over to one side, send the legs forwards. If you had the toes tucked under, obviously release the feet. Notice what that feels like. Now with the feet grounded, you'll take your right hand underneath the right leg, grab a hold of the left ankle and draw it in towards the right sit bone, and then step your right leg over. Now you might feel like really lopsided here. If so, grab a pillow, grab a block for a little bit more height to sit up even taller so that the hips can be even. You might stay or work to stack the knees. So just a little bit of hip opening here and then bring the sit bones back down. So that right sit bone's really heavy. Right thigh bone is pressing down against the left thigh bone that's lifting up. Just a subtle resistance. Keep this, sweep the arms up overhead, breathe in. And just find lots of length through the side body. And then left arm underneath the right arm on the breath out. Cross at the elbows. Now, if your shoulders are really tight, you might bring your hands on opposite shoulders and just stay here and hold. Or see if you can work the palms towards one another. Now with the inhale, see if you can breathe into the back of the heart, create a little bit more space. And with the exhale, it might just be really subtle. Imagine like the forearms or the elbows are just moving away from the chest, just really subtle. And then slowing down the breathing. So breathing into the low ribs, side ribs, front and the back of the heart. And long exhale, see if you can follow the breath all the way to empty. And one more breath in. Releasing the arms on the breath out. And just walking the left hand out to the left, right thumb to the hip crease, ground down. You might stay here and hold, or send the right arm up. Bend the right elbow so the forearm comes behind the head and just do a little bit more of a lean to the left. Keep pressing down into that left palm to lift the heart up. So you're thinking the chest is going up towards the sky. And then press off through the left hand, send the right arm back up on the inhale. And then back to center on the exhale, fingertips behind, little lean back. Plant the feet down. And then we'll switch sides. So left hand underneath, grab a hold of the right ankle, draw it in towards the sit bone. By the way, I'm mirroring you. So it's not actually my left leg. Then step the left foot over. Either you stay here and hold, or again, you shift the torso forwards, work to stack the knees, and then lower the sit bones back down. So the left knee is really heavy, pressing down. Resist, try and lift that right thigh bone up. So pressing down, lifting up, pressing down, lifting up. Sweep the arms up overhead, take a big breath in, find the length, the space. And now right arm underneath the left arm, breath out. Crossing at the elbows, either hands on opposite shoulders or seeing if you can work the palms towards one another. So you're working the bind. Fingertips reach up on the inhale, so you're just finding more length. And then just a gentle resistance, moving the forearms, the elbows slightly away from the chest on the exhale. Breathing in. Slow breath out. And again, just seeing if you can expand more with the inhale. Low ribs, side ribs, front and back of the heart. Long exhale. One more breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, releasing the arms on the exhale. Now we'll bring the right arm out to the right, keep the legs as they are, left thumb to the left hip crease, just to gently ground down. You might stay here and hold, or as you lean to the right more, send the left arm up. Maybe bend the elbow, work the forearm behind the head. And keep pressing down into the right hand to turn the chest even more up. That feels so nice. And we press down into that right hand, come back up, left arm up on the inhale, and then back up as you exhale. This time, hands are going to come behind you, plant the feet down, walk the hands a hand's distance back, and point the fingers forwards. So fingers are pointing forwards. Plant the palms, ground the feet, and just do a little lift with the hips. Move the hips towards the heels, and then bend, bend, bend. Ooh, the elbows. So you're probably going to feel this in the front of your shoulders. Take a breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. Long exhale. My shoulders are really, really tight today. I'm feeling it. One more breath in. And then slide the right hand forwards to lower the right forearm down. And lower the left forearm down, then come all the way down onto your back. Little rocks from side to side. Whew. And then you can close the practice either in a meditation seat for a couple of deep breaths or extending the legs long. Arms alongside the body. This is a very short practice, so we're not going to be in Savasana for too long. Just big breath in into the belly, the heart. And then a clearing breath out of the mouth. So noticing the tension that you release from the shoulders, the hips. So big breath in, fill up. Hold. And let it go, long breath out. Now, of course, you can stay in Savasana and stillness in your meditation for as long as you want, yogis. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.